It is the Sit Down Zumock podcast, SDZ in this bitch. It's Florida's greatest, Florida's most wanted, the has-been baller, the Lawson's chip dip consumer, the man from the 330 area code.
It took a minute.
Yeah, I forgot my old. I've had the same cell phone for fucking the same number. Nothing's changed since 1998.
Hey, when you move, do you update like your credit card information?
I eventually did.
You had, right? Like, because like I didn't for the longest time. And then like when you go to the gas pump, it's like, type in your zip code. I'm like, I don't know which zip code this is under.
I still have a couple credit cards under my Ohio address. So
right.
I just haven't changed everything. I haven't had time. I've lived here for a year and a half. I haven't had time. I just got my Florida license, my license plates. Like I was still had, yeah. Even when I lived in LA, I had Ohio plates. Because it was cheaper. I didn't care.
It was years and years ago, but Hot Carl told a story about how he was like, well, I knew that I was just gonna go bankrupt, so I just maxed out every card that I could.
Oh yeah. He knew he had to declare bankruptcy for something.
Yeah.
And he just went on a fucking spending spree and bought everything. He went on a blaze of glory. And you know what? And years later, his credit was back to normal. So
sure.
Yeah. So good on Hot Carl.
Yeah, man.
The great Hot Carl. You weren't with us last week. Where were you?
No.
Oh, you were with us last week.
Last week was Esther Koo, which, by the way, a lot of your listeners are just shitting on her for being a woman.
Yeah, I was getting emails and DMs, and it's just like she's terrible, she sucks, or what. I'm like, I do it once a week, and I don't know. Like I love TV show. I like the TV show Breaking Bad. Yeah. But there were a couple stinkers.
Right.
I mean, I like Esther. I thought she was fun. She was interesting, and
yeah. You know what? Like she had some issues at her house that she had to deal with. Loud boyfriend or something that she had to mute her mic for. But other than that,
it was fine. It was fine.
Maybe you got a little distracted with the dog. So did I. Push through it.
Yeah, we pushed through, and I thought it was a fine episode.
But 2 weeks ago, I was in Indianapolis for the combine shit.
Oh, that's right. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, Mister, let's get into it because I see you're wearing a brown shirt, and let's just go straight out of the gate. I know it's not the football show, but I might as well talk to a guy who works for the NFL about the NFL. Deshaun Watson is meeting with the Browns this Tuesday. And if you're no stranger to what's going on, Deshaun Watson has a lot of civil suits.
He's got some shit going on.
But wasn't he like in the criminal? He was acquitted for the criminal shit, but there's civil shit, right?
Yeah. So it was originally like 22 criminal charges.
All those bitches were lying. I'm just kidding.
And then all that was dropped, but so now it's still 22 civil charges, like you said. For me, I don't know what the fuck the difference is. I mean, obviously, like I know like a criminal charge, like you could go to prison, right?
Right.
A civil charge, is that just like money related? I don't know.
Yeah, it's more, it's like Cosby had a bunch of that, from what I understand. So yeah, they could win they could win money in court, a settlement, like, I don't know. I mean, he had 22 civil lawsuits.
But the thing is like, if they're gonna win money in court, isn't that also like an admission of like, yes, I took advantage of these women?
I mean,
I know at some point you're like, I'll throw money at the problem to make it go away. I get that. But like, you've already sat out a year. You've been dealing with this for however long now. Like, just keep going.
Well, dealing with the courts and my personal situation, and I kind of look at it from a different angle now. By no means am I saying this guy's innocent. I'm 22 women. Like, okay, let's just cut that in half. Maybe half those women are telling the truth. That's how I looked at the Cosby situation.
Exactly.
but the courts, it's just all about money, bro. They just want you to, anyway, anyone gets paid, lawyers, defense attorneys, everybody's going after that fucking money, man. They'll jack on.
How would you feel if we signed Deshaun Watson then?
Well, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because essentially they're meeting with him on Tuesday. And if you're Brady Quinn, are you pissed? Like, fuck you. I played all last year hurt. And you're meeting with this guy?
Wait, you just said Brady Quinn.
Or fucking Baker Mayfield.
Which I hung out with Brady Quinn 2 weeks ago, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a bros bro, but he's funny as fuck. No, so yeah, Baker, it's like, when you look at Baker's, like if you go to like PFF and you look at their grades, you know how they grade everyone. That's, I just outed myself. That's who I work for. Baker, his first 3 years, like, not bad, in the 80s, like, solid dude. Last year, it dropped down to in the 60s. Guess what? Because he played hurt the whole fucking time. Like, he's not bad. He was bad last year, and I don't understand why we pushed him to go out there. So if we had to roll with Baker next year, I'm cool with that. Like, what I don't want to do is give away 3 first-round draft picks for Deshaun Watson, who is solid. He's gonna, probably win you more games than Baker would.
But do you want that drama? You know how the Cleveland media is. They're fucking. Of course, they're the worst. They run Belichick out of town.
Dude, I fucking hate Tony Grossi so bad.
Terrible.
He's so bad.
Tony Grossi stinks.
So bad.
And so does what's the Mary Kay Talbot? She stinks too.
She's the other one. Yeah. Those are the two that people wish would just go over to Russia.
And they always have a fucking job. They never get fired, these two.
Why are they like 8:50 a.m.? Why are they taking phone? I think they have to, right, for Grossi, but like, why?
Well, Grossi didn't he call like Johnny Manziel or someone or Baker midget?
Baker, dude. Yeah. So this was
on a live mic.
3 years ago at the combine, like I was at 2 weeks ago. So 3 years ago, I'm at the combine, and all media has their own little tables, all that bullshit. And so I'm sitting down, and 2 tables over is Rizzo, and Grossi's there. Goldhammer's there, right? And so they're sitting there, and they are on commercial break, and I am in earshot hearing Grossi lie, like, in front of me, say, "Well, Baker, he's a fucking midget."
You actually, and I was you heard it.
Yeah,
because it was like a huge
I was
story.
10 feet away from him, and then turns out Mike was hot, right? and so that goes out there, and I texted like my family, like my cousins and my dad were all in a group chat, and I'm like, dude, Grossi just called Baker a fucking midget, and my dad's like, good, he is. And then like my cousins are like, no, that was on the air. I was like, no shit. And I look over, Rizzo's phone is blowing up. Rizzo, red-faced, talking to corporate, right? Just like, I was like, oh my God, beautiful. To see it in real time go down, like, and yet there he is. He still gets to call in. He still gets his job. He's like, it's fucking stupid.
No, I remember hearing about that, and I go, good, fire his fucking ass. That guy stinks, and he's still around, man.
Nope, yeah, not getting rid of him.
Yeah, I think I'm the only guy in Cleveland media that got fired. The only guy.
Yeah, you're the only one.
The only person ever in the history of Cleveland media that got fired.
I mean, Rizzo has a mugshot too. Way worse than yours.
Yeah, domestic dispute. I mean, Bill Squire, getting maced by the police.
I didn't know that. Squire did, huh?
Fucking Bill. Yeah, he should have been out on his ass too. That fucking no talent.
Is he still there? He's your replacement. I call him. He's your replacement, dude.
A guy who never graduated high school still has a job in broadcasting, and he can't speak. He can't speak properly.
I swear, when they hired him, I swear that they were just looking for someone that was like close to your, like, just like, what can I, like, how do we fill Chad's role but not like really throw it off?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like baffled that Squire was even the choice. Here it is. Alan Cox Show co-host Bill Squire arrested, pepper sprayed after dispute over tickets to a haunted house.
Hey.
Yeah, and he pled a no contest money to disorderly conduct, public intoxication, resisting arrest, Charges after police pepper sprayed him outside a haunted house. And I heard from somebody that was there, he pulled a "Do you know who I am" card.
No.
I go, you fucking douche.
That's awesome.
6-month
good move.
Diversion program that could allow him to clear his record of any charges to avoid jail time.
Oh,
and he kept his job.
Are you like, yeah, but like, I mean, that's the real loser right there. Like, I would just like, well, what's the jail time? Because I don't want to do anything for 6 months.
Yeah. Officer said, notice that Squire smelled of alcohol, had glassy eyes, slurred speech. They arrested him and disorderly conduct He had to go to jail.
Was he driving?
No, he was in a line at a haunted house. And he was doing
How do you get arrested in a line at a haunted house?
Oh, and then they have to bring this up. Squire's predecessor of the show, Chad-Zumock, was fired in 2012. Why did I have to be in the fucking article?
Somehow you made the article.
Yeah, but he kept his fucking job. And he's terrible.
Of course he did.
He played because
well, Chad,
full disclosure,
you can't wreck a car if you're in line at a haunted house, right?
But full disclosure, the car company was in my corner. Camille, we talked. They said, they even said like, yeah, we were to fully support Chad. I was acquitted of the charge. Plus, I was up for a big money paid. My contract was up at the end of December, and they voided it out. And Alan magically made a lot more money after I got fired. I'm just curious how that happened. Yeah, I'm just curious. And then I find out from Miles and everybody that he had a hand in getting rid of me. So like, okay, then I go vocal with it. Everyone says I have sour grapes. I'm just angry, a bitter. I go, yeah, I am angry because he lied. So,
well, sometimes you have to cut those free agents to make room for cap space. You know, like we did Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, I was the Jarvis Landry of WMMS.
That was a tough one, but it made sense because you saved like $14.5 million by cutting him.
Who was the dude we signed, the other receiver?
And Tretter's gone. We just got Amari Cooper for like chump change.
Is that an upgrade over Jarvis?
About the same, maybe a little better than Jarvis. I mean, it's like,
and Jarvis is playing hurt too.
Of course. And that's like the annoying thing is like people shitting on Jarvis, like, oh, he's injury prone. Like, no. He's tough as fuck. Like,
yeah, no,
I
like him.
Tough as fuck. He's awesome. He's always going to be in my mind, just like a Cleveland Brown. I'll root for him wherever he goes.
Yeah. And you know, what's funny is he came from the Dolphins and Florentine was just like, he's a drama queen. He's going to cause problems. He was on his best behavior the whole time he was here.
Yeah, no, it's OBJ was the drama queen. Who knows where he ends up if he goes back to the Rams or whatnot. Anyways, I don't know. I'll take Deshaun Watson and I'll just not listen to the media.
Yeah, you're going to have to block that one out. But do you want that?
If you're winning games, you're not going to hear about his civil court cases. But now if you bring him in, you hire him and it's, you know, he's got to sit the first 4 weeks. That's tough. You know what I mean? Like, and he probably will have to sit out a few games, just like some sort of suspension.
Because of the misconduct?
Dude, Roger Goodell does whatever the fuck he wants. So, yeah.
Have you ever met him?
No, I don't even think I've been in the same room as him. I know other people who have, like just based off of other people, they can say like when they're like working, dude, he works out like 4 a.m. in the morning. Like, so like as much as I want to say he's not a robot, like he might be a robot.
Roger Goodell gets after it.
I just like, why would you do that? I didn't even want to get out of bed at like 11 a.m. today.
NFL owners love that dude though. Like, you know, the fans hate him, but the NFL owners love him because he makes them a lot of fucking money. Mm-hmm. In football news, Tom Brady in Tampa, Florida, where I live, where I reside, I pay taxes now, is coming out of retirement that lasted 40 days. Did you see this one coming?
40 days. Yes, not this soon. I thought he'd sit out the whole year and then come back.
Yeah. Pull a Jordan.
Yeah. So, you know, 40 days was surprising, but it's not surprising that he's back.
He should have.
I think he's just like a horrible dad. You know what I mean? Just like, fuck this. I can't do this.
Well, I mean, he's been playing since 2001 in the NFL? I think 2001.
That sounds right.
I think 2000, because I just moved to Lakewood. And I was still at Kent. I was still in college. That's how long he's been fucking playing. I was still in college. And
it was 2001 is when he was drafted. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
round pick.
This is all you've been doing.
Oh, wait, 2000 draft. 2000. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, 2001 season then, I guess. Whatever.
Brady said Sunday he's returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for his 23rd season in the NFL. 23rd. The 7-time Super Bowl champion announced his decision on Twitter and Instagram, saying he has unfinished business. This dude just like, he doesn't know what else to do. Like, I've never been like, oh, full disclosure, I've never been a professional athlete. I know. People are like, what? Are you serious? No, I've never been. But when that's all
basketball was like almost there for you though.
I played every day for a decade.
It's only now that
but I knew when to hang it up too.
I'm about to be 32 and I'm only now like mid 170s. I'm 5'11", so like I'm only right now like give me a shot, I could be a slot wide receiver for specifically for the Patriots. I have to be a Julian Edelman, Wes Welker type of guy. That's all I could do.
But I mean, it makes sense. He loves football. He loves it. He loves being the GOAT. And if you drive anywhere around Tampa, he's all over the fucking place. So he's probably just going, I can't retire. I'm on every fucking billboard still.
Yeah. I mean, but good for him. I guess
it's good for the league. It's good for the NFL. Him and Aaron Rodgers both coming back. You know, I don't think we're ready to give it over to Patrick Mahomes and the kid from Cincinnati. Like let's them ease into it a little bit more.
So the Buccaneers general manager Jason Licht.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say his last name. We spoke to him at the combine. And like asking him, like, because at that time it's like, well, he's retired. What are you doing? Are you looking at QBs here, whatever? And he's just like, it was very weird. Like now, you know, looking back at it, it was like, oh, I think they knew that he would maybe be coming back around. Like,
yeah,
because they never even like deactivated or whatever it's called, like canceled his like they didn't have to input his bank account again, pretty much, right? Like. He was still in the system. They didn't have to do anything. There was nothing like.
I wonder if he's still on the website. Let me pull it up. Buccaneers website.
Oh, well, I mean, for sure now, right? Like, it's probably like day of they had him back on if he was ever even gone.
Since you've been gone. Here's the team. Let's pull it up here. It's fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the roster. Is it alphabetical order?
There he is, right there.
Yeah, he's still on that. Yeah, there he is.
So, I mean, like the bigger news then, I think, not bigger news, but like what you have to look at now is like, okay, does for the Buccaneers, does Gronkowski come back now? Probably, right? Because
that's his guy.
That's his guy. The Buccaneers might be losing OJ Howard, who's their other tight end. He might be walking away with free agency.
Does Antonio Brown come back? I'm kidding.
Nah. Nah.
I'm joking.
And then on the offensive line, what's his name? Ali Marpet just retired. Does he change his mind now? You know, does he think like I got to go back and protect my boy Tom Brady since he's coming back? So there's a lot of moves there. They obviously just re-sign Godwin, which you have to. You need a wide receiver. You got Mike Evans still, right? Like you're not going to get rid of him. But there's a lot of moving pieces for the Bucs that like makes it difficult to like think that you're going to be a winning team when especially this week, everything's uncertain. But the only thing is like if you go back like I don't know. 6 years, 7 years, and you look at Tom Brady's pattern, lose a playoff game, win Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Lose playoff game, win Super. It's crazy.
And he had a pretty good he had a pretty good year last year. It was a solid year for
Of course.
Him. So
yeah. He had no wide receivers by the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, that was the issue. So
and they pissed away that playoff game, so it was right there. And you know, if like you said, if this Tom Brady cycle is real, looks like Tampa's going to win another Super Bowl next year. And I'm excited. It's good for the NFL. I like living here when it's, you know, I don't hate the Buccaneers fans, and it's fun. Like to kind of root from them from afar. Like, yeah, like, this is
I
fun.
don't think they're shitheads or anything like that.
Yeah,
Bucks fans.
No, they're cool. I like them. They're allies. You know.
Yeah, I think Browns fans are shitheads. I think we're the assholes.
Unfortunately, I've been at a couple of those games in those Muni lots. The way we treat opposing teams.
Yeah, I've been that person. So
me too. Hashtag me too.
Me too.
All right, I wanted to get into this because I know you're not a big wrestling guy, but I am an old school wrestling guy. I don't keep up. I think people are really gravitating towards this AEW league. That's competition for the WWE, and I think the WWE. Is
that because of that? What's his name? CM Punk? Is that his name?
CM Punk is a big reason why that league's popular, and the return of Sting, and they also embrace the history, and they it's old school wrestling the way you want it, because WWE is more or less just a corporation now, and it's just there's a lot of fucking bullshit. It's scripted. I don't watch it. I know Dolph Ziggler. I know The Miz because they're Cleveland guys. The
Miz, yeah.
But I keep an eye on it. I pay attention. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you who the champion is or who won what, or I don't know what the fuck's going on. But in my era, like growing up, when it was Sunday morning WWF and WCW late night wars, Raw versus WCW, fucking Razor Ramon, Scott Hall was a motherfucker. Him and Kevin Nash, who had the pleasure of having on our show and hanging out and exchanging numbers. They did one of the craziest things ever at the time. They were just let go from the WWF, and they just start showing up at these WCW broadcasts, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. And it was just, they would just show up and beat people up in the ring. And it was really cool. It was real punk rock. It was like off script. Nobody knew. There was like a mystery to it. They're calling themselves the Outsiders. And then Wrestling 9/11 happened when Hulk Hogan was taking on the Macho Man, and they came to the ring. And then Hulk Hogan, from out of nowhere, fucking is the third member of the NWO. And it was fucking chaos. Let me pull that up. Let me just show you the chaos. It was 9/11. Nobody saw this one coming. It was the biggest heel turn in the history of wrestling. And I mean, just look at this is we all know it's predetermined outcomes, but nobody saw this one coming, Tyler. Here, let me pull it up. I don't know if you can plug this in post, but
I'll try and find it.
Yeah, it's Hulk Insides. So Hulk Hogan's coming out.
Look at that set.
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Here comes Hulk Hogan. He's coming down the ring. It looks like he's going to help out the Macho Man, his ally, the Outsiders. There they are, as Scout Hall. Look at this. Rips off the shirt. Hulkamania. People are cheering. Kevin Nash leaves the ring. The late Scott Hall leaves the ring. Macho Man's on the ground. It looks like he came to save him. And watch this. The leg drop on the Macho Man.
Oh, man.
What? Are you kidding me? And Bobby Heenan's going fucking nuts. Oh, he's the third member. And this is what... Watch all this trash come in the ring. People are livid. They're fucking pissed. I don't know who that is. Just watch these people are like so mad that Hulk Hogan is the bad guy now, and they just beat the shit out of him. Then he throws the referee. So lame. And then he gives him another leg drop.
Oh, that's 3.
3 in a row. And then he pins the Macho Man. And this was the start of the NWO, which changed professional wrestling as we know it. But they did. They really did change wrestling with this heel turn. And it was the, if you were a fan of wrestling back in the day, it was like it was a big I swear to God, it was Wrestling 9/11. I want to get to the point where they were throwing trash in the ring. Look at this. Wait, hold on. They're booing them. Oh, I guess it cut out. They cut it out, but they were throwing shit. I mean, they were not happy, Tyler. So Scott Hall dead.
Scott at 63 is way too young.
Well,
do you know why he was on life support? Someone told me it was like a hip surgery gone bad.
Yeah. He had a lot of wear and tear on that body. He had he was addicted to prescription drugs. There's that great DDP documentary where he helps Jake the Snake and him get sober.
Okay.
I mean, he was like in a wheelchair. I mean, this guy was like,
fuck.
So he had bad health issues for a long time, but he cleaned up his life. He got sober and unfortunately, you know, he's dead like most wrestlers do. They die early. It's like if you ever Google dead wrestlers, they're all, I mean, it's unbelievable. They all die at age 40.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But anyways, rest in peace, Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. I know Earl was struggling with that on Twitter. He took it hard. I want to touch on this real quick because I got to be honest, full disclosure, I'm not paying attention to Russia and the Ukraine. I know a lot of people are like, you know, it's heavy in the news, World War III, all this bullshit. And the reason why I'm not staying informed on this, because it's just too much. I don't need all this on top of COVID. And I also, I don't trust our media because I think they often want to distract us from things. So this is the new narrative, the Ukraine. And plus I see all these fucks changing their profile photos to the Ukraine flag. I'm like, okay, that's helping you dummies. And I'm not buying it. And apparently, you know, Putin went in there and he's trying to make them, you know, an extension of Russia and they're fighting back. But what do you know that I don't? Can you tell me something?
Yeah. So like, again, I'm Ukrainian. So
that's
like,
right. Your people.
Apparently I have family over there, but I don't know them. I didn't know that until like 2 days ago, you know.
You're not concerned about your family?
I'm concerned about Ukraine in general, but no, I mean, I don't. So like, I'm concerned about that family as much as I am anyone else over there because I don't fucking know them. But basically, at some point, Ukraine wanted to be a part of NATO. And because of that, Putin was like, fuck that, because then I'm surrounded by NATO countries, right? And so that's pretty, like, from my understanding,
I think
that's why
it's safe to say he's a dictator at this point.
Of course. Dude, he's ridiculous. But so he definitely did not see Ukraine being able to hold their own the way that they have been. So like anywhere that you look news wise, because I also like, I'll go from like CNN to Fox to I think I told you last week, like there's like India Today. I'll fucking watch that just because like I want something that's not like our message, right? Something that's not coming from just American news. And then I'll go over to RT America, which is the Russian television, or Russia Today or whatever.
And that's how you should take your news in, people. Listen to all this and then form an opinion.
Yeah. Well, and because like Russia Today is like, there's like, obviously I'm listening to that to see how they are delivering the news to their people, which is like totally opposite of the rest of the world. Yeah. So like whenever they first like took over Chernobyl, obviously if you're dropping bombs, you're shooting guns, all that shit, like there's going to be like a radiation leak of some sort, right? Because the ground's just been sitting, you know. But like Russia Today, they're just like, and as far as the radiation leak goes, it's nothing more than it was anyways. Like they're just like, the way that they're delivering their news is so wild compared to the rest.
It's kind of like China, the way they treated COVID. Just a little leak, no big deal.
Right. And so it's funny because like for a while there, you saw like the COVID news go away, and it's only like in the past couple days now that like the COVID news is starting to come back. Like China has some sort of new variant. Like I don't care. I just don't care anymore. Like,
nor should you, nor should anyone.
Right. It's been a long time since I've cared about whatever the new variant is.
We could, like, if we all came together, we could just stop it tomorrow, but that's never going to happen.
No, of course not.
But if we really wanted to, nobody would be testing for this shit. We want to be news articles want to be written, and we would just move on with our lives. But they refuse to do it because there are still mouth breathers. There's still people drinking the Kool-Aid and the sheep. And it's sad.
I'm surprised. Like, who the fuck is clicking on that article anymore?
Not me. I've had COVID
because
twice.
I am like I'm not like on it as much as I was, but like when this whole like when Russia first invaded, like for that week, dude, I was like up till like 2 a.m. just like staring at the news, like what's happening, what's gonna happen next. And now that it's been 19 days and Russia can't get their shit together, it's like, all right, so it's like basically like, in my opinion, Putin's gonna die.
Because of this?
I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna murder him. I think Russians are going to murder him.
You think so? Because Russia's probably not happy. Like, we don't want to deal with this.
Like they say, and it's too hard to know, but they say like that it's like 50-50, right? Like 50% of Russians are pro Putin, 50% are not.
He's 69 years old.
And I just think because he's also like isolated himself based on what they're saying. He's isolated himself from like his own people, like his cabinet members or whatever the fuck you want to call them, right? Like
Hitler.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I just think like he's doing that because no one on his board wanted to go this far, right? I think that he is backed into a corner. He also doesn't even have the control to set off the nukes, right? He's got to have multiple people engaged in that.
Oh, that's good.
People. And like, I think those people close to him also are like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, we shouldn't have done this.
Because he's like an old school Russian KGB dude. So
yep. Yeah.
So he has those old school things where he's like, oh no, UK needs to be Russia.
And now they're rubble. Is that what it's called? Their money. Their rubble is like less than a penny, like in comparison to the US dollar, because of all this. They don't have Netflix. They don't have anymore, TikTok. Right? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, MasterCard, Visa, McDonald's, Starbucks. The new
Batman
everything
movie?
Is fucking pulled out. The new Batman movie. They don't even get to watch that. They're just like they're becoming the new North Korea. And so while you can still leave, a lot of Russians are trying to get the fuck out because what else is there? There's nothing there anymore.
They're like, we need TikTok now. We need it right this second. So were they fleeing to America now? We got more people fleeing here?
No. I mean, the Russians aren't going to America. They're going to Georgia.
Georgia? That's America.
The country. Oh. Istanbul and some other places over there. That's where they're headed for now, at least. The problem is that they can't afford anything because they don't, I mean, imagine
how can they not afford when we're paying all this money for gas, buying gas from them? I mean,
well, that's a whole nother thing, right? Like, so like theoretically we're not getting gas from them anymore. And that's why the gas prices are going up, because we're trying to source it from, I guess, Saudi Arabia, right? I don't fucking know.
Putin would never have done this on Trump's watch. There's no way, because Trump was a loose cannon. Nobody respects Joe Biden. Nobody. They all. It's like getting the substitute teacher in class. They're all fucking around. They know that they could fuck with this guy. Nobody respects him.
And that's and that's where I don't know enough. Well, one, yeah, Biden is fucking laughable, right?
I mean, look at his first year in presidency. I know he likes to blame everybody except himself, but you got to admit, it's not even a Republican Democrat. This guy's cabinet, everything he touches turns to shit. I mean, it's atrocious. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Name one thing he's done good. Like, what's the one thing he's done good? I'm curious. Tell me.
There's not. He's not even like helping Ukraine in a good way right now. Like, this is like that one opportunity, right? Like, no one's talking COVID. Like, this is that one opportunity of like, all right, Let me be the man. Let me be the one swinging my dick in NATO, saying, "All right, we're gonna do that," and he's not even doing that.
Yeah,
Like
I would give credit where credit's due. I would give credit where credit's due. Like if he did something good, I'm not ignorant enough to like.
Right.
I'm not extreme. I'm like, all right, at least you did that. But I can't. There's nothing. I'm watching. I'm waiting.
So well, and what I've heard, and I don't know. Again, this is where I don't know enough to know about this. But like what I've heard when it comes to,
all right, here comes the comments.
Putin wouldn't. Yeah, right. Yeah, Putin wouldn't do this while Trump was here. What I've heard is the reason is because Trump was thinking about removing America from NATO. And so in Putin's eyes, he's like, he's doing the work for me. If America's not part of NATO, who's like America, big army, all this fucking powerhouse. If they're not part of NATO,
America,
then
fuck yeah.
One less thing to worry about if I want to take over some land over here, because America's not going to stick their fucking necks into it. Which could be true, couldn't, right? Like, I don't know. But
I don't know.
Nonetheless, right now, if Trump was still president, Putin probably wouldn't be invading Russia or Ukraine, and two, maybe America wouldn't be a part of NATO anymore. I don't know what the pluses and minuses are.
You know what this sounds like to me? All this, that NATO, Ukraine, it all sounds like bullshit. All of it. Nonsense. All of it is just avoidable nonsense.
Well, you know who's the badass in all of this is that Ukrainian president.
Oh, the guy who played a president on like a series and became president? I think that's hilarious. That's like if we elected Kevin Spacey because he was on that Netflix series. Like, yeah, but
right. Claire.
But people seem to like him. This guy, this comic guy.
Yeah, no, he's a badass, and basically like
maybe we should try that. Let's elect Martin Sheen next to 2024.
All it took was for him to not leave his country, right? Because I think Biden would get the fuck out of here. I think any other president of whatever country you pick would get the fuck out, right? Not this dude. He's like still uploading videos like. He's a
Bin Laden, man. I'm like waiting for the next Ukraine video. This guy's dropping like mixtapes.
You know what else? He also, because they always like give like facts about him because everyone's so like into him. The Paddington Bear movie, the kids movie, when they dubbed it to Ukraine, he was the voice for Paddington the bear.
So they like him because of that.
That's just another thing of like, dude, he's not only a badass, he's a good guy.
You know who we got to elect in the next election? Bill Pullman, the guy who was in Independence Day, that president in that speech he gave. That guy was a fucking, and he fucking flew the jets too to take down the aliens. That's who we need to elect.
That's the one.
It works, people. It works. If you're a good actor and you can play a president, you should run the country. Period. You won't do a worse job than Joe Biden. All right, guys, listen, if you listen to the Sit Down Zumock podcast, thank you so much for your Patreons and your support. Leave a 5-star review on the iTunes if you could. Share it with a friend if you can't sign up to the Patreon. But you also know, if you listen to the Sit Down Zumock podcast, I often like to go to this story because it's in my own backyard. We all know Brian Laundrie. He's dead.
This guy.
He killed his fiance. And now, according to, I don't know why I pulled up the CNN article, but because fake news, they're suing Brian Laundrie's parents, claiming they knew of her killing and were helping the son escape. Now, I was reading a lot of this because, again, my own backyard. Plus, I conducted my own investigation. You saw me drive past the Laundrie's house on Instagram. I filmed it. The Mustang was in the Mustang he drove was in the what do you call it? The driveway with the camper that they bought. Yeah. I investigated the situation. I poked around a little bit. They found him. I guess he admitted that he killed her in an article not an article in some notebook. And now they're claiming, Gabby's parents are claiming that Brian Laundrie's family was in on this. Where do you stand on this one, Tyler?
I think, well, when this all was going down, I remember we spoke about it, and I said, if that were my son, yeah, I would be all in to help him get away.
Even if he killed another person?
Yes, it's my son, of course.
You wouldn't like ground him for killing somebody?
Maybe, but
they
also,
like Gabby. She lived there too. Like, I would be like, okay, we'll help you get away with murder, but you know, we're taking away your cell phone or something.
No more Oreos. You know, like,
yeah, no junk food for you, pal.
But the thing is like with all like this, Gabby's parents need to figure out a different way of like coming to some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Conclusion, you know, some sort of like, it's always going to be a tough subject for them. It's their fucking daughter, right?
Yeah.
But if it were my daughter that was murdered, the last thing I would want to do is drag out a years long process of suing someone just for the sake of being like, admit that you knew.
Yeah.
The lawsuit fuck else are you getting out of that?
The lawsuit says Gabby's parents called members of her family almost daily. And it is kind of weird how they just didn't return the calls. I mean, there's something fucked up about that. Yeah. Schmidt's last communication with her daughter was on August 27th. The suit says her parents believed that was the day she was killed, citing a text message that was sent from Gabby's phone later that day, where her grandfather referred to as Stan, something Gabby would never have done. The lawsuit alleges that Brian Laundrie sent that text. So there has to be some weird thing going on because they don't return the text. So who knows? I mean, I think they did know something. Who knows what Brian Laundrie would have said? Okay, I always put myself in situations. If I killed my fiance accidentally.
Can you go back to that real quick?
Yes.
That picture. Is that Gabby's dad? That picture?
Yes, that's Gabby's father.
What's
Joe.
Up with that fucking tattoo?
I guess they got tattoos because of Gabby or something.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I think
because it looked fucking ridiculous. That was all. That was it. I just wanted to make sure that was a tattoo on his hand.
You know what's funny is after conducting my investigation of the Laundrie murder, I found out they both worked at Publix at one point.
Oh,
the grocery store. And that's a fucking, if you listen to Mondays with Mazur, we were going off on Publix is the shit, dude. I don't care. I know you got your Giant Eagle. Go fuck yourself. Your Acme. What else is down there in Cincinnati?
Cincinnati has Kroger.
Yeah.
Meyer. That's Meyer. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whole Foods. Aldi.
Yeah, I mean that's universal, but Publix is the shit.
So yeah, when I lived in Orlando and then Miami, it was like Publix, and I don't know if they still have it, but Albertsons.
I have yet to see an Albertsons down here, but I'm not saying. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna pull this one up. This is hard-hitting investigation. Friends of Brian Laundrie and Gabby speak publicly about their relation. They seem pretty in love. This is, I think, proof that they worked at Publix. I got to find it. This was part of my investigation. So I'm so fucking stupid.
I'm glad you bookmarked the pages.
Yeah, because I had to investigate the situation. You know, I have to do my leg work. I'm not just going to go in there half cocked. I got to have research.
There it is. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
So they met. Yeah.
A couple met in February while they were working together at Publix grocery store in Northport, Florida. I drove past that Publix when I went to his house. So I know exactly where the Publix they worked at. And I want to know, what did they do at Publix? Did they make the sandwiches? Do you think Gabby was making sandwiches? Was she a cashier? What did she do?
I see her as a cashier, and I see him as restocking shelves.
Yeah, restock. Call in if you guys know what Gabby and Brian Laundrie did at the Publix. Wouldn't it be great if they made sandwiches?
I guess so. I was thinking more of the people that do like does Publix do the like where you pull up and get your groceries, like they throw them in your car for you?
Like Heinen's does that.
So I could see Gabby being the person that's got like the grocery order and like having to put it, self shopper or whatever.
Look, Publix brought them together, and
so really, Gabby's parents should be suing Publix, in my opinion.
Yeah, because that's where they fucking worked. And
even Brian's parents should also sue Publix.
Yeah, I just try to get so stupid. Who's listening to this? This is fucking nonsense.
Because if it weren't for fucking Publix, 2 white people would be alive today.
Motherfuckers. All right, let's finish up on this one. Because I'm like annoyed by it. I find it extremely annoying because, as you know, I hate celebrities because I lived in LA and I'm not impressed by.
I'm on Pete's side with this recent news.
Pete Davidson finally shared his recent response to Kanye's West's recent behavior, and everything has gotten so much more messier. So I guess, first of all, I hate all these people involved, even Pete. And by all means, I hear Pete's a nice guy. Paul Verzi, who's a great comic out of New York, he says he's just a good dude. I don't see the talent in this dude. I don't get it. I don't know why. He apparently he loves being famous because all these fucks are trying to keep themselves in the news. And essentially, Kanye's going on Instagram and putting all the family shit out there.
Yeah, but look at Kanye. Like, he looks like a piece of shit. He looks like he's hit Kim before.
He probably did.
For sure.
And Kim's probably she just loves being famous. She loves,
of course. Yeah.
And I think all 3 of them love being famous. So they love putting it out there, and they love the tabloids. They love the reason why we're talking about them, and I don't like them. I don't like any of them, including Pete. I've met Pete once. He was nice enough, but I don't like how he wants to be a celebrity. And,
yeah.
So he essentially went back at Kanye and said, "I'm in bed with your wife," or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know why they were texting each other, but there was a whole rundown. I don't know how it started. I just know Kanye said where are you or something like that, and he said in bed with your wife. I think Kanye was I'm pretty sure she's not my wife anymore or something, whatever the fuck, right? Just back and forth. Kanye tried to take a jab at Pete for going to where did Pete go? He got help, right? Some mental facility, right? And so Pete clapped back at Kanye saying yeah, it did wonders for me. You should try it. It's just this whole back and forth. And Kanye's, Pete basically, all that really matters is Pete said, "Hey, we can talk about everything privately." And Kanye said, "Come to my Sunday service." And Pete said, "No, we can talk about it anywhere else privately. I'm not trying to do this in the public's eye." Right. And that's kind of where it was left off. Someone else shared
Instagram.
Those texts. But for someone else to share those texts means that Pete took screenshots and sent it to someone for them to even be able to be shared. So how much does he really want it to be private? Probably not much.
Fuck these people, man. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, it's not even hard to follow. It's just it's boring. It's boring to follow because
he said, she said, it's and I'm not interested in these people either.
I'm only going to be interested in 20 years if Pete is 40 something years old and she's 70 something, right? How's it going now?
I love when I see guys together? Machine Gun Kelly and Pete, they get all these crazy fucking tattoos. I want to see these fuckers when they're 60, 70, and they're going to like look like fucking idiots. This stupid idiots. I get a kick out of that one. Well, shit, Tyler, as we say in radio, we're up against it. We did it.
This is it.
Sit Down Zumock podcast in the fucking books. I think the way we should do it, let's talk about our business on air, is every other week we'll just do rundown of the news, and then we'll have a guest on every other week. Just kind of, what do you think?
I like it. I like that.
Yeah, and we're gonna do some shit.
Just no more dumb women, huh?
I know. Yeah, they were fucking livid about Esther Koo. Not happy.
Good Lord.
Dude, listen, Esther's hooked me up with some shit, like some gigs and stuff. Esther's good people, so if she's coming to Side Splitters and needs I'm gonna help. Okay, it's better than Kevin Brennan. He doesn't even do his podcast anymore. Look, he's mailing it in, and you dummies are giving him money, and I'm at least trying to get people at least. So I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Anyways, what do you got to plug?
Not shit.
Nothing. Fucking nothing. I don't know if you know this, Tyler, but I'm a TikTok sensation. Did you see this?
No, but I heard about it.
Atticus Flynn. I actually got him some work with a friend of mine. Look at this. Boom. Look at that video. 5.7 million.
Good
I got
Lord.
a million likes.
Wow.
32, almost 33,000 followers. And I'm just getting warmed up.
Dude, you could date Kim Kardashian.
I'm an influencer. I am a social media influencer. I don't know why the chicks aren't lined around the block. They could be dating an influencer. Fuck, man. The fuck. Well, listen, guys, again, thank you for signing up. Sign up to the Patreon for as little as $3. And I also have a $1 donate button on there for my buddy Jesse. I talk about that on one of the podcasts. And, if you can't sign up for the $3, you can just chip in $1 because I'm for the next 2 months, I'm donating my Patreon money to my friend who was in a terrible car accident. And the insurance companies are fucking him big time. So I want to hook him up with just something. Just more so I can call myself a good guy.
There you go.
But
TikTok about it.
Little TikTok. But for Tyler, I'm Chad Zumock. Thank you for listening. We will be back next Wednesday. That's a wrap.